To basically speak about where I see the NFT world is going, how is it tied in with the metaverse, and where we are possibly faltering, where we can improve. Let this plane pass by. All right. Right now, people are. I had a conversation with some friends, and right now, people are mostly into the concept of living in a virtual world. You know, having this artificial extra, you can call it second life or third life, in this artificial world. All right? Combining it with the concept of NFTs and the potential to earn. Now, the potential to earn in NFTs with NFTs is great, but the concept of having everyone, instead of mastering essentially this world, the real world, okay, the three-dimensional that's also spiritual, instead of mastering that, and instead of actually working together to be good at that, some people and some developers have this concept of, no, let's all put it in the virtual world. And that really messes up our potential as gods and goddesses. I mentioned before, money is an extra, should not be a necessity. Everything we need is with nature. Okay? Is there room for money? Yes, I'll get to that. But everything we need, all the basics of life that we need, our essentials are with nature. The animals are our family, our friends. They form part of an ecosystem. And this ecosystem is self-sustaining. We are to assist in the sustainability of this ecosystem. How? We do this by planting gardens. We do this by helping protecting each other, protecting life. Okay? We plant gardens. We protect the animals, quote unquote animals, from harm. Okay? I had someone ask me, well, isn't plants life? Yes, plants are life. All right? However, plants don't experience life on the limitations that a lot of us physical mammals, three-dimensional mammals do. Human is just another version of an animal. Okay? But human is also part of an ecosystem. And that part of the ecosystem means we have to plant gardens, help in the sustainability of plants, so that way we can have foods, medicines, and the animals. Sustain them. Protect freedom. Okay? Love. So, nature, all we need to do for our essentials is plant gardens, plant more trees. You know, trees are definitely good shelters. People are doing permaculture. People are creating tree houses, Ewok villages, okay? And in these communities, people have plant gardens, all right? Food, all right? Gardens of food, okay? They eat and their animal, quote unquote, animal kin, or other kins, also eat, okay? Now, where does money come in? Like I said, there's a space for money. Money comes in for all the extra things of life. I'll give you an example, this little vapor thing. This is an extra, all right? This is something extra. Creative, but extra. Not really, I wouldn't say really the healthiest thing, but it's an extra. You could use money for things like this. How about something like this, copper water bottle, right? This is actually an ancient form of medicine, all right? You store water in copper, gold, and silver, and you essentially help superconduct your own nervous system, all right? It's very good, and for those who begin with it, if you have any backtrack in your bowels, it helps you clean. Also, when you go and use the stool, it's better to squat, okay? You don't need to go buy a little bench to put up your feet and squat, but heck, some people just squat on the bowl. They know how to do it. Lift both bowls up, both seats of the toilet up, and they squat there. And that's much better. Combine that with this. Now, obviously, when you start with this, just a side note, for some people, your stool may be essentially a little more watery. But you get to a point where it no longer is watery. Because essentially what you are doing is detoxing and you're cleansing yourself. Okay? Go look that up. Ayurvedic medicine, storing water in copper, gold, and silver. It helps balance what is known as the three doshas: Kapha, Vata, and Pitta. Now, money. Okay? Money is an extra. This is something extra. Alright? Money is an extra. It's not a necessity. Money can be used for all these extra things that humans create. I've said this time and time again, and I'll continue to say it. Because some people are getting it and they're doing the action, and I still have to raise awareness nonetheless. And I do get a little annoyed constantly doing this. Alright? Because I also would like the financial support, but nonetheless, and more importantly, people need to understand this message. Now, money is an extra. NFTs, the metaverse, okay? The metaverse is an alternate world, all right? And people are getting this concept mixed up that, we can live our best life and do things that we can't do in real life, and we can do it in the metaverse. On the contrary, there are a lot of things we can do in real life that people portray onto entertainment, all right? Adventures. I mean, look at this recent game, Riders Republic. If you look at Riders Republic, that's a pretty cool concept. We can do that in real life. We can do that in real life. You go and ride and you play, you have fun, and you earn money, or maybe people who play Apex Legends, There's a lot of games people play, Fortnite, where you play games, you earn tokens, and those tokens can be spent on in-game items. So there's that side, that's the digital side, but we're forgetting that we can take this NFT concept and apply it, this playing to earn concept, and apply it to the real world. All right, not to be completely submerged into a virtual world and forget the real world, because that's what some people are thinking about, and that's not what we want to do. Okay, we want to be able to get to a point where we can have these NFTs, we can play and earn, and we can use the money for all these extra things in life. What's another example of something extra? Fashion. How many times in video games people custom create things? They can custom create weapons. They can custom create their fashion, their gear. Cars, vehicles. All right? So it's really super simple. Okay? And yet, there are still people who are either too much on the extreme side of chaos or too much on the extreme side of order. Mind you, Jupiter and Saturn, they conjuncted on December 20th, 2021, and symbolically it represented a combination or a merging of both chaos and order. I'll give you an example of something that's chaotic but also orderly. Paintball and airsoft. Look up people who do paintball wars in the hood. That is very smart. Imagine doing that. You put on a player of I don't know, maybe Google Glass. All right, so you can tell who's playing, who's not playing. Or maybe something like Apex, there's a select map, people go and they go play. Maybe something the size of Disney, you go and you play and it's all themed out, decked out. People go play, they have titles, they earn different gear, they can customize, and of course, earn income. Play to earn. Now, NFTs are non-fungible tokens. People are using it for art, and so they're creating their own tokens, they're creating their own little assets, okay? And that's cool. But we need to think beyond that. We can't just be thinking about, the money, all right? Because people are still stuck on the money. Again, like I said, there's room for money, but if money starts to become like a necessity, no. And there's too many overcomplications when it comes to money. Look at how some people, with the previous, with the old evolving economy, because it is evolving. Look how some people are treating stocks and how some people are even unaware of how network marketing can actually work. So now we are moving with NFT and digital currencies, but yet people still are unaware, or those who are aware are going on the flip side. In other words, they're not really realizing just the big potential playing to earn has. Okay? There's plenty of things that people do today that's play to earn. People play music and they earn. People play sports and they earn. What I'm talking about is having that on a grander scale, where people have more ways to play, so they have more ways to earn. Okay? And most importantly, while that's happening, we cannot forget that we also need to maintain and sustain the natural life. Plant gardens, help each other, protect life, protect the animals, protect each other, protect your freedoms, etc. Okay, let me let this plane pass by. That's where we are heading, and that's where we need to keep our focus on. We cannot try to, find an alternate world and completely disconnect ourselves from the natural divine world that is already infinitely sustainable. I mean, look at a strawberry. Look at all those tiny little seeds, and that one tiny seed has the capacity to make a plethora of other strawberries. Wow, nature's candy, infinite in abundance. Okay? So if we're really intelligent, then we would realize the intelligence that is nature. Okay? But yet we are using some people are using their intelligence in a way that is very disconnected from nature, and it's almost a mockery to our intelligence. I would dare say it is a mockery to our intelligence. It's rubbish. It's a mockery to intelligence. If we're really intelligent, then we would realize where we actually stand, where we actually live. We live in a very abundant, self-sustaining world. We are to help and sustain that. We are part of that sustainability. And then, as far as money and all these other extra things we can do, there's plenty of room for that. Let's take the concept of energy. Energy is free. All right? Was always free. Was always meant to be free. Now people are finally working together and doing that. You have solar power, for example. People are going off-grid. There are companies that are still looking to profit from that, but we have the potential to not take these necessities and profit. But we also have the potential to have a balance, a mix, you could say, of chaos and order. You could call it chaos and orders, but we have a mix. We have a potential where, hey, you could live off-grid and people can still go ahead and, profit, all right, those solar companies that make the solar panels, but it doesn't have to take away from the other potentials all these people who run these companies have in earning income, okay? We need to be thinking big, y'all, all right? We're thinking too small. We're thinking way too small. I wouldn't say we, but some people are thinking way too small. And we have a exponential potential to actually create an amazing life. And here in America, oh my God, we have the potential to be the envy of other countries. Look how many beautiful things, look at the diversity of America. North and South America. But there's diversity in other places too. But look at how many amazing things we actually have. Yes, there are people within certain influential positions that are corrupt and I would say a little stupid. All right, but that number of people is very small in comparison to the number and the potential and the power that we all have individually and collectively. There's a phrase that says strong alone, stronger together. They took that, they put it in a game called Anthem, but that phrase is it stems off of an ancient African proverb that mentions that if you wish to go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. If I said that right, okay? Yeah, there it is. Let's see, right here, okay? It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together, okay? And that's the potential we have. We can go very far together, all right? So we really have to keep in mind that this metaverse thing, we cannot let ourselves think that, oh, we can have an amazing life in an alternate virtual world. No, we can have an amazing life here in the actual divine, sustaining, infinitely abundant world. All right? But we need to really change some things. And one of those things is the concept of money being a necessity versus money being an extra. Now, mind you, with the noise, because they're doing some work outside. But that's essentially what I have to say, and that's pretty much where I'll end it. All right? So reflect on that, get together, and keep that idea and keep that truth alive. If it resonates with you, keep it in your heart and share it with others. And if you have the, if you can take action, the inspired action to help in that change and help in that evolution, all right, then do it. Namaste, y'all. Thank you, and definitely share the video if you guys want to support. I will include my PayPal and Cashapp. I do appreciate the support. I believe Cashapp does accept cryptocurrencies as well, so I'm cool with that too. All right, I still got to learn about that stuff because I'm pretty behind. But anyways, namaste, and I hope that really resonates with all of you. Share the message, it's very important, and I will see you all soon. Namaste.